Raptor claws. One of the craziest things that women do to themselves, and men don't even like it. I don't understand why women constantly are getting their nails for so long. They can't even wipe their own asses. They can't even do basic things with those nails, but they still get it constantly.
I've seen them in videos and in real life. The women with nails longer than a velociraptor's, demanding that men pay for them before they'll go out on a date. I mean, seriously, you just have to look at those women and wonder, how the hell are they even functioning as a human being?
Like, how do you cook?
I'm not talking about slightly
Oh, right, because you don't.
longer nails. I'm talking about the full set. You know, the 6-inch acrylics painted up like the Sistine Chapel. Curved like they're about to snatch Dr. Grant and Dennis Nedry through the fence. We're talking about Raptor claws. And as I've often talked about in these videos, it's not necessarily about hating the nails. It's about the signals they send to men.
Constantly.
Because whether people like it or not, everything you choose to display communicates something. And for a lot of men, those nails are the ultimate signal of danger. They're loud, they're obnoxious, and for most men, there's something to be avoided at all costs. So, let's have a conversation about it. Let's talk about why something as small and potentially insignificant as fingernails can make a guy go from interested to, yeah, I'm good, in about 3 seconds flat. Let's talk about why they're such a red flag to most men. First, there's the obvious, what I'll call the impracticality factor. I mean, it's pretty simple, really. We're talking function versus form. Because let's be honest, ladies, when nails get that long, you're not just making a style choice, you're making life harder. A lot harder.
Yeah, they literally do make life harder for themselves. For what? It's like men aren't out there like, oh yeah, look at them claws.
Typing becomes a strategy game. Opening a can turns into a team effort. Cooking, cleaning, basic tasks.
Wiping ass.
And seriously, just how in the hell do you wipe your ass with those things anyway?
We all have this question in our heads.
All of the most basic of daily tasks now require adjustments, and we men notice that. Not because we're sitting around analyzing nail geometry like weirdos, but because it signals something underneath it. It says, I prioritize.
I'm sure one of us is a weirdo, is doing all the geometry on it.
How things look over how things work. For a lot of guys, that translates to one word. Well, two really. High maintenance. And no, not the healthy kind. The exhausting kind.
Yeah.
The kind where everything has to be just right 24/7, 365, or there's a problem. Put another way, it signals chaos. And if there's one thing men absolutely do not want more of in their life, it's chaos. Next is what I'll call the hands-off lifestyle signal. And here's where it gets interesting, because it's not just about difficulty, but about avoidance.
He's right. They get these long nails to show that, oh, they live such a dainty, easy life that they never have to use their hands.
Nails don't just make things harder. They subtly say, I'm not doing that. I'm not the one who's going to do X because it might break a nail. And again, ladies, you can argue it all day long, but perception is reality in dating. And men who are looking for peace, for partnership, for someone who's actually willing to roll up their sleeves and help out in the trenches of life with them, well, let's just say they see those nails and think, pampered princess. So yeah, she's probably not my person. Not because she can't be, but because she's signaling she doesn't want to be. Next is one I've talked about in each of these series of videos that I've been doing, and that's the natural warning signal. Now we're getting to the part that's going to make people uncomfortable. You know, biology and evolution. Because this isn't new. This is wired into men. In nature, when something is exaggerated, sharp, dramatic, it usually means one thing.
Stay away.
Proceed with caution. Claws, bright colors, over-the-top features. You know, The things those velociraptors and dilophosaurus and other dangerous dinos have in abundance. Not to mention a few other more recent dangerous animals, birds and insects as well. Oh,
I didn't know peacocks were dangerous.
they're not subtle, they're warnings, and men, whether they realize it or not, are wired to read signals like that. Oh, maybe not consciously, but it's there. It's called pattern recognition.
Damn right.
It's called experience. It's called learning from trial and error that didn't go so well last time. So
Yeah, a lot of us men live through life a lot through the trial and error phase.
when they see the extreme nails paired with certain attitudes, certain presentations, certain energies, well, let's just say it's not just about the nails anymore. It's the whole picture. And that picture starts getting categorized really fast. Next is what I'll call the social uniform effect, because it's never really just one thing. It's the nails, plus the lashes, plus the hair, plus the vibe. Suddenly, it's not about individual expression anymore. It's a uniform. A look that's been seen before by men. A personality type that's been experienced before by men. It's a pattern that's been learned the hard way. And men, especially the ones who've been through enough, aren't just curious anymore. They're going to be efficient. They don't ask, is she different? They ask, how likely is she to turn into a headache? And if the answer feels high, which with those...
Again, that's why we always say 3 years, guys. You never know when they're going to turn on you.
long nails, it almost always is, they are out like a light at bedtime. Oh, they'll do so quietly. No speech, no drama. They're just going to be gone. And let's talk about the money, because those nails, well,
Yeah, people saying like $150 to $200 for a set of those. Yeah, I'd rather have a nice 3-4 damn good meals at BCD.
they are anything
5 good meals
but
at BCD.
cheap. I asked a few female friends about it, and they said they can run several $100
See, nails like these, I think, are perfectly fine. They're normal nails.
a month.
But they're never these.
And that's just to get them. Doesn't factor in that they take time, they take upkeep, and they take consistency. And again, that's fine, ladies, as long as you are paying for them. But that's not what you expect, is it? Oh, no. You've made it abundantly clear. You expect the men to pay for them. Funny how y'all say you can do whatever you want with your money, but in the dating world these days, your expectation is that it shouldn't be your money that pays for them. But the poor schmuck you've been stringing along online, who does? I mean, how many videos are there?
I mean, you schmucks out there that are paying for all of this. It's part of the damn problem.
They're out there of women demanding funds be sent to their Cash App to pay for their pre-date expenses. Pre-date expenses for things like nails that men didn't ask for, nor do they care in the least about. Yeah, no, sorry sis, we ain't playing that game anymore. Somehow everything has become a preview, a pay first, then we'll see for the women. And men are looking at that and thinking, okay, if this is where their priorities are at now, what is this going to look like in the long term? Because you see, relationships aren't built on appearances. They're sustained by decisions, practical, rational decisions. And when the visible decisions lean heavily towards aesthetics over practicality, when you're completely broke with a credit rating in the single...
Trust me, guys, you know, a lot of women that I've dated have been like, why do you wear the same thing every day? Why are you always wearing the same thing? They get like visibly frustrated with me because I literally wear the same shirt and jeans. Not the same jeans, but the same shirt every day. And they're just like, you don't have other clothes? I do. I have nice dress clothes. I have nice shirts and stuff like that. But this is me. This is how I like to dress. Leave me alone.
digits, yet have 6-inch perfectly shaped nails and enough makeup on to float a battleship. Well, let's just say it raises questions in men's minds. Not accusations, questions. I mean, you're making it blatantly obvious you're all about the show and the dough, meaning you don't actually care about facts, don't care about reality, don't care about affordability. No, all you care about is your appearance
Yep.
and outdoing all the other girlies out
Yep.
there. And we men,
Like they're outdoing each other how to look more useless. That's what it seems like with these claws and all the things they do to themselves. They make it so they can't even see with their freaking eyelashes. They make it so they can't even think because their hair is so damn tight. You know, they can't even talk because their lips are so freaking huge. Like they're literally doing everything to themselves so they can be as useless as possible to men visually.
aren't just saying no to that, but hell no. So, no, ladies, as I said before, this isn't really about the nails. It's about what your choice to have them signals to men. Because whether you want to admit it to yourselves or not, we men are watching and we're learning. More importantly, we're adjusting.
Mm-hmm.
We are seeing you for who you really are and what those nails actually represent. And we want nothing to do with it. So, you do you. Have nails that even Blue would envy. It's your choice, your body, your decision. What it's not, however, is men's obligation. Men's obligation to pay for them before a date, after, or at any time in a relationship. If you want to waste your money on things no one cares about but you, by all means, you go right ahead. But just stop. Stop already with the claim that you have to do it because it's what men want. Because not only don't they, but they find them a complete turnoff.
It's so useless. That's the thing. Useless money, waste of money. It's just how I see it. I'm sure a lot of Asians see it that way. Like I just see $200 in your hands for nothing, for no reason, in a sense. Stop it. Get some help. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.